everybody. Welcome back to Stan's Garage, bringing you everything you need to know for effective IT management. We've got a new installment of Another Week, Another Hack. Today, we're talking about everyone's favorite, or maybe not so favorite, rideshare company, Uber. Yep, the ride-sharing service Uber has been claimed as a most recent victim of a major data and security breach.
You hacked my tech?
It's not the first time it's happened to you, Uber, but let's get into it. During the middle of September, the world's largest ride-sharing company, Uber Technologies, is looking into a serious cybersecurity breach that led them to take several of its internal communications and engineering systems offline. These actions took place after an apparent young hacktivist admits to social engineering this attack. I believe what he said was, pay drivers better. Anyway, the teenage individual went to the New York Times, sharing screenshots of compromised Uber assets, claiming responsibility for this attack. Uber's communications team confirmed on Twitter that an investigation of the breach was underway and the authorities were already contacted. Before Uber was able to instruct employees to not use their internal messaging service Slack, many team members reported a message that read, "I am a hacker and Uber has suffered a data breach." This message went on to list all the internal databases the hacker had apparently compromised. It was actually through an employee's Slack account that the hacker gained access to send the message. Compromising Slack, compromising a database, two entirely different things, but hopefully we'll know more soon. This hacktivist told the New York Times that they were able to infiltrate an employee's account with social engineering tactics. Nothing really technical, just trick the guy into giving up his password. Young hacker claims to have sent a text message to employees claiming to be a part of Uber's internal IT team and managed to persuade a worker into handing over their password. It should be a sign to everyone, no one's gonna ask you to give you their password. No one with any sort of authority. These credentials gave the hacker access to Uber's internal systems. Basically, social engineering has and will remain a huge problem for everyone in the information security space. If you remember, we saw the same social engineering techniques used to breach Okta and Microsoft in recent months. Social engineering is the fastest growing way these young hackers are able to infiltrate even multi-billion-dollar companies. It's an old standby, but it works, right? This should tell businesses of all sizes that they are also at risk of being targeted. It only takes one slip up, right? Social engineering is broad scope where you're just tricking people. It's basically a confidence game, right? And the fact is hackers are getting smarter and they're putting their processes out there for other aspiring hackers to learn from, right? These processes are being accessible to anyone who knows where to look, typically on the dark web or Discord channels or other corners where hackers tend to congregate. This hacker was a teenager who wanted to show off their learned cybersecurity skills. It was an 18-year-old who claimed to hack into Uber through their weak security systems. As we always like to say, your security systems are only as strong as your weakest link. That's your people. Look to one of my other videos about security awareness training. They also linked this cyber attack with their personal thoughts on Uber and the drivers, as I earlier mentioned, and wanting higher pay. Uber has since identified the individual to be a part of the hacker group Lapsus. They also assure the public that no user information was accessed, but it's not the first time Uber has made that claim and turned out to be false. You might remember me talking about the Lapsus group in several other hacking videos. Lapsus is known to target major companies, stealing data from NVIDIA, Samsung, Microsoft, and Vodafone, just to name a few. This hacker likely purchases some of the company information on the dark web, and then using that information that they found, they were able to craft this well thought out social engineering play. It's reported that the individual tried several times to access Uber's contractor accounts. The contractor received several two-factor authentication requests. So yes, if you start seeing pop-ups looking either through SMS or your Authenticator app, you don't know where they're coming from, you can be rest assured something's happened. But they kept denying and denying and denying, and at some point, either by accident or just because they got tired of hearing it, went ahead and accepted the 2FA. Now, once it was infiltrated, that hacker moved throughout the network and gained access to Uber's both G Suite and Slack administration. Fortunately, Uber was able to get ahead of the situation. They claim that sensitive customer data like identity and financial credentials are all secure. The company assures the public that they encrypt all credit card information and personal health data. I'm not entirely sure why Uber has my personal health data, but I'm honestly more of a Lyft guy. I like the pink mustache. Call me crazy.
I know, pretty good, huh?
Uber is apparently taking this hack very seriously after receiving plenty of backlash in the past. They're also taking the opportunity to strengthen their security policies, which you hope they would, their practices, and implementing better technologies to further protect Uber and their clients from future attacks. If you remember, this is not the first time Uber has fallen victim to a major data breach. In 2016, a hacker stole the information of over 56 million driver and rider accounts. Uber was ransomed for $100,000 to prevent the deletion of this data. An Uber executive apparently paid the sum, but kept the breach a secret for over a year. So you see why Uber were not necessarily just going to take it at face value that no user information was breached. The company was sued for keeping this information from the public, and they're legally obligated to provide that information under various regulations. And the top secret executive, Joe Sullivan, was fired for his role in covering up the breach. But he wishes he had that $100,000 back too. He was charged with obstructing justice for failing to disclose the breach to regulators. Yowzers. So they take this hacking business pretty seriously at the Department of Justice, just saying. This hack against Uber, a multi-billion-dollar company, is yet another warning to all companies of any size. Any business, no matter who, can become a target for a cyber attack. Now, these cyber criminals are capable of hacking anyone that has open vulnerabilities, and that's why it's so important to take cybersecurity a little more seriously, certainly more seriously than in years past. Cybersecurity awareness and training needs to be a regular occurrence among your staff. In fact, it's one of the top things insurers look for when evaluating companies for cyber liability policies. Employees can either be your greatest strength or the weakest link when it comes to cybersecurity. I'll leave it up to you to decide which one you'd like it to be. Strengthening your employees' cybersecurity knowledge is the best way to protect your business from becoming yet the next cybersecurity hack victim. As always, I would love to get your thoughts on this. Do you think hacker groups like Lapsus are ever going to stop? Probably not. Please let me know your thoughts in the comments below. If your business is in need of improving its cybersecurity posture or implementing awareness training, just feel free to book a call with me via the Calendly link in the show description. The team and I can help your company take a more proactive approach to strengthening its cybersecurity. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe, and I will catch you on the next one.